Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Bill at WWP Reacts. Market looks great this morning. Let's go and let me share my screen here. Share the window. So here's my where I kind of just watch the market and what's happening in the morning. I don't do much in this account except have the Thinkorswim. I use it to listen to CNBC and also um, look at these headlines. So let's look at the headlines as of this morning that are being pulled in for the SPY. The SPY closed at 670. It's up at 677. That's kind of awesome. Um, so the first one here is strongest earnings. Let me make this bigger so I can read it even. Um, Strongest earnings growth since 2021. U.S. companies beat trade war worries with robust Q3 results. That's fantastic. The United States corporate sector has experienced a significant surge in earnings with the growth rate hitting a 4-year high despite concerns over the impact of the trade war. That's fantastic. That's good news. Um, Bitcoin's up a little bit this morning too. It went down this weekend. So interesting. All right, let's look at what's going on. San Francisco Fed president says so far the effects of the tariffs have largely been confined to goods with little spillover. Next guest example will be the top performing. I'm going to pause that for a minute. I want to go back and look at the headlines first. Then I'll come back to CNBC. Effects of tariffs largely confined to goods with little spillover into services inflation or initiation expectations. Remain relatively well anchored around our target. So that's good news. All right, and let's look at other news going on. Let's go to the Trump Live update. Trump Live update that I was looking at from the New York Times earlier today. And it looks like I can't stand it with New York Times. Give me all access to him. So, as you know, they voted to open the government, or the Senate started to, anyways. 8 senators broke with Democrats to break a GOP deal to end the longest government shutdown in U.S. history. A measure still must be approved by both House, Congress, and signed by the president. Here's the latest hopes this morning. This was 28 minutes ago, so this is fresh news. Hopes rose Monday to end the longest government shutdown in U.S. history after 8 senators who caucused with the Democrats broke ranks and moved on to vote 60-40 to reopen the government. I think the Republicans caved a bit because what they've allowed, what they're conceding to, is keeping the subsidies for the healthcare, Obamacare crap in place, and I don't know for how long. But several top Democrats in the House, including Representative Jeffries of New York, the minority leader, have already said they would not back the deal because Republicans have a slim majority in the House. Democrats in the chamber would have no chance of defeating it if the Republicans held together in support. The compromise measure includes a spending package that would fund the government through January, as well as 3 separate spending bills to cover programs related to agriculture, military construction, and legislative agencies for most of 2026. The package also includes a reverse layoffs for federal workers made during the shutdown and ensure retroactive pay. The deal won over key Democrats. Other Democrats were livid. The extension of health care are slated to expire at the end of the year, so the Republicans didn't go past that. So markets rose, the business ranks of markets rose around the world. Airlines also welcome because thousands of flights have been canceled, as we all know. Breaking ranks senators who voted include some who could afford to take a political hit. 2 of the Democrats are retiring, and others are not facing re-election next year. So let's see who they all are. It's quite a few. Glad to see 8 senators. Who were they? Why don't they say? who they were. Why do they make you keep going to a different thing? But of course, they don't give you the list. I know one of them saying just came from Maine, who I happen to have met years and years and years ago when I was in the National Guard in New Hampshire. Yeah. So that's good news. All right. Yeah. That is good news. All right. So let's go back and see what the market's doing. Gotta go look at the window here. Share. Okay. It looks like we're still up to 677.41. No new news coming in. So it is what it is, right? There we are. All right, let's see what CNBC has to say for a couple of minutes, and then we'll end this broadcast and get to work.
8% upside next 3 to 6 months. And it's not even an AI trade at all, is it? Or something? So far, yeah. I mean,
Apple looks stunning. Incredible growth. Look at that. From 213 to 267.
For 2 years, iPhone was
that's almost a 30% jump, right?
We got to 10% growth.
Since
percent last quarter, they got it to 12%. So we're kind of going back to 10% growth. So effectively,
look at that. Since 2023, it was like, I don't know, what do you call that? 150 or something? I don't know. Right here, 150, and now it's 270. You've doubled your money in 2 years. That's pretty damn good.
Today is the device side of AI really has.
I mean, look at the SPY. I mean, I invest in SPY every day. I've been investing in SPY every day. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but a little bit of money every day. And boy, oh boy, the SPYs never let me down. I also do some options trading SPYs when I see things like this happening for the following Friday, using one area above where it's at. So in other words, if I'm going to do a SPY trade, the last one I did was 265 on Friday. I took a 266 option for next Friday. It's already up like $300. I'm hoping that it opens around $500. I'm going to sell it. Take the $500 profit.
10 basis points for 5 years.
Well, if you look at the 1 year per day, right, so this is, what date is this? This is
we'll have more options to add
April 10th of this year.
We use credit cards.
The SPY was at 512.
Ones that are going to accept how it's going to work.
Today it's at 677.
Are layered on top of some of these things. Of course, all
so that's 30-40%.
Blockchain.
And I like the SPY because it also pays me a dividend every quarter.
Talk about 10 basis points. You should remove all basis points.
So it's nice getting a dividend every quarter.
When we come back, we're going to talk about consolidation in the media landscape.
So it looks like they're going to move on.
Earnings tonight after the bell. Right now,
look at all the earnings after the bell. It's driving the SPY. Intel up, Qualcomm, Advanced Micro, all up. That's what's driving the SPY up this morning.
The VanEck Semiconductor ETF posting its work week since April, its worst week since April, but now this morning it's up by 2.75%.
Yeah, last week was rough for semiconductor. Last week was rough for the SPY. I mean, it went all the way down. I mean, I can go back. If I go back. This is where it bottomed out. 672 is even lower than that. Shit, it went way down here. 616 on noon on Friday. Yeah, noon. I bought around it here, I think 665 something. I bought an option for 666, and that was just Friday for next Friday's expiration date, or this coming Friday's expiration date. Short week. I wasn't sure how it would work out, but so far it seems to be holding up pretty good. I mean, I'm $11 above the 666, so we'll see. see what happens when it opens. I think what's going to happen at the open is going to be a dump. People are going to sell, right? Because it went up so much overnight. But you got to be patient because then it's going to come back up. With all the good news that's out there right now, it's got to come back up. Okay, well, thanks for joining me this morning. If you like information, please like and share. And have a great day.